Thanks for joining us here on the Medicare Family. I'm Sylvia Gordon. This is my son, Elliot Sharples Gordon. We're both licensed insurance agents trained by my parents, his grandparents. And I want to ask Elliot, I want to see if he's been paying attention, what is OEP?
So OEP it's pretty new. It's from January 1st to March 31st, and it lets people who have a Medicare Advantage plan make one change to another Medicare Advantage plan.
So we just came off of AEP, where people got blown up on the radio, TV, and their mailbox about AEP and that they had to change by December 7th. And they take a little break, and we come back January 1st, and they start getting bombarded again. Why?
A lot of times if you try out a new plan, maybe you find out something you thought about it wasn't right, or maybe you just don't like it as much. And instead of being locked in for the whole year like you used to be in the past, now you have an out. You can go back to where you came from. So it gives us a lot more flexibility as agents because you keep people happier when if they don't like it, we'll put you right back. So that's a nice feature for both the agents and for the Medicare beneficiaries.
So a big thing is we want everybody that buys a plan or has a plan to go use it right away in January.
Yes.
Go to the doctor, fill your prescriptions, get your physical, see what's going on. Because then you might find out the contract negotiation change, your doctor's no longer in network. And that's when we want to find out, when we still have time to fix it.
Find out early, yes.
And we can say, okay, no problem, let's find out what network your doctor is in and let's move you to Humana. But if you don't go to the doctor the first 2 months, or you go and you're just mad because you had to pay a higher out-of-network copay.
And you call us on April 1st.
Right, and you didn't want to mess with it because you were in Florida for the winter and you were just mad and we can't fix it. So use it right at the beginning of the year and then call your agent and say, hey, I have questions or I'm not happy or I am happy and we still have time to make some change, we can do that for you.
Yes.
So let's say you call me right away in January and you're like, oh my God, my main cardiologist is no longer in network. His negotiation broke down, he's out of network January 2nd. And I'm an HMO, so I have to pay 100% of my doctor bills. I can't afford it. Help. How quickly can you get me out of there? Because during AEP, the changes don't take effect till January 1st. So during OEP, when will it happen?
For OEP, if you make a change in January, it starts on February 1st. Make a change in February, it's March 1st. March, it's April 1st. So pretty quickly.
Right. So it's going to be the first of the next month. So if you call me January 2nd.
February 1st.
I'm going to wait till February 1st, but at least I don't have to wait 3 months like in AEP to get that done. So people get confused that don't like their drug program, and that's where you see the most dissatisfaction and the most movement. So the one thing for you that are new to Medicare is that when you buy a Medicare Advantage drug plan, typically you're locked in for a year. You can't change your plan for a year unless you have a special exception. So the majority of people are locked in. The drug companies aren't locked in. So what does that mean?
That means they can change it on you. And you're just along for the ride.
So they can't change the monthly premium. They can't change the
deductible
tiers, the deductible. What can they change?
They can change the formulary.
Which is?
Which prescriptions they cover.
So they could say, we no longer cover Januvia. Boom. And you're like, well, I went to you because you covered Januvia.
I'm married to you, but you're not married to me. Like they can change it on you, but you can't do anything until the next year. So that's still not fixed during OEP. If you don't like your drug plan,
you can't fix it.
You're with them for the whole year.
OEP does not help you if you're on a standalone drug plan and a Medicare supplement. You're still stuck. It's not a fixture. That's something that our insurance association, the National Association of Health Underwriters, we've been working to bring back to fix because it's definitely not fair to you American Medicare beneficiaries.
Yeah.
But you just need to know, if you don't like your standalone drug plan, if you don't have a special exception, you're stuck there. So be sure and call us to see if you might qualify for a special exception. My son and I thank you for watching this video. Call us. We have a whole team of people that would love to help your family with your Medicare. Working with us is always free. You don't pay extra to work with an agent. You don't pay extra to have a consultation. Email us, call us. All the information's on your screen. Thanks.